ladies and gentlemen, Matt Brandenberger with 5-4 Tech for part 2 of our Aurasma series. If you remember in part 1, what I asked you to do is to prepare a picture and then a video as well that you're going to link the two together. Well, today we're going to take those two and using the power of Aurasma, we're going to put them together so that you can create a digital bulletin board using augmented reality for your classroom. So if you remember from the last video, I was working with some students at Harrison Hill on a Civil War project, and here are some of the pictures that they created, and then they also made about a 30-second video talking about the pictures that they made and their significance to the Civil War. So let's go ahead and go to the Aurasma app and open it up, and once you open it up, if it's the first time you open it up, you may see a tutorial. But what I want you to do is swipe through the tutorial. If it asks you different questions about using your camera roll or location services, click yes and OK and authorize it to do all of that stuff because it'll be really important for you later. But let's go over to the little screen there at the bottom, or the little figure of the person, and we are going to create our own class. And let me just show you here. I had created one for the students at Harrison Hill, but let's go ahead and just quickly create one here right now for 5-4 Tech as a test account. Okay, skipping ahead here, you can see that I did that. I created 5-4 Tech as my username and my password, and even just came up with a generic 54tech@gmail.com as my email. There's no email authorization, so you don't have to worry about that. Just create something simple that your students will be able to use when they log in. So let me back up here a second and show you what it's going to look like when your students log in. Since we just created the account, we actually don't have to set up a new account. So for students, they're going to choose existing, and now all they have to do is put in the username and password. And again, we did that username as 5-4 Tech, and the password also as 5-4 Tech. Now the reason we want all of the students to be under the same one is so that when people view these in the hallway, they don't have to follow all of the different accounts. They can just follow one that you set up as the class account. And I like to keep the usernames and passwords as simple as possible. Now once the students log in, it shows that they're logged in, and then there's that 5-4 Tech email account that we had set up. Again, I didn't have to do any authorization of that. And now it's time to create our auras. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to My Auras. I'm actually going to choose public if it's not already on there, and then I'm going to hit the plus button and I'm going to choose create aura. Once I hit create aura, it's going to show all these preloaded overlays. Now we don't want to use any of these overlays. We actually want to choose one off of our device. Since we don't have any overlays in there yet, we're going to hit the plus button, and it's going to ask us, do we want to create one with the camera or the photo album? I already have one loaded in there from the photo album, so let me choose that one. You can do the same with one that you created. We told the kids about a 30-second long video. I'm going to click use after I've chosen the one that I want to use. It will compress the video, and then it will show it to me after I name it. Let me go ahead and give it a name. We suggested the kids to name it with their name and then the project that they did. So I named mine Mr. B Gettysburg. Once it saves it there, what I'm going to do is actually click on it, because I want to now take that video that I made and I am going to tie it into the picture that I made. So I can't take credit for this picture, but this is the picture that one of the 5th graders at Harrison Hill created of the Battle of Gettysburg. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit select, and I need to tie this to the picture that I created. So if I come in here and I take a shot of that picture, you're going to see the little toggle switch right down here needs to be on either yellow or green. If it's on red, it won't work, but as long as it's on yellow, this one's on green, it likes that picture right there because it has lots of nice details. I'm going to click the purple take button, and it's going to then capture that picture along with my video. If I had my volume up, you'd be able to hear me talking about the Battle of Gettysburg. Once I had hit that purple next arrow, I go to the screen where I'm going to name it. I'm going to name this Mr. B's Gettysburg. And then this is really important. Make sure that public is chosen, and then choose the toggle switch over to yes for add to a channel. And once you do that, you should be able to choose a channel that you have set up. If you have not set up a channel, then just hit the plus button here, but I would just maybe put this as Mr. B's class, and then any videos that we create I can put under this channel. Description optional, and I'll click finish. So then if I go back, that gives me an option of choosing that one. I click finish, and then I have created this aura. So then if I take the camera in the Aurasma app and show this picture, you'll see me come up on the iPad. If I move it around a little bit, I can zoom in on myself, or if I move it back, it just looks like that video is playing on top of the picture. Pretty cool app. I love Aurasma. I hope you do too. Please let me know if you have any questions, and thanks again for tuning in to 5-4 Tech.